Yo, what is going on, guys? You got your boy AAron2420 here, bringing you guys my APA Academy Week 6 game. We're taking on the Northern Weasels, coached by Slackout. I think I said the team name right. Let me check the logo. Northern Weasels, yes. I always forget if it's Weavils or Weasels. Okay, we're good. So, if you guys enjoy, of course, leave a like down below. As always, let me know your thoughts in general, I guess. Yeah. This is part of our, this is like when we started taking things like kinda easier. I know I mentioned that I wasn't gonna like sweat as hard for leagues. This was like when I was like, you know what? This is like right before that period where I was like before the let's not sweat at all to the let's sweat but with fun shit. So you'll notice that there's a couple of really fun sets that I felt like bringing this game. So if you look at the team, we're playing against Stall. As a Stall player, I respect it, but I don't like it. Because this is, like, not fun Stall. This is, like, Giratina, Mega, AAron, Sylveon. That's so fucking AIDS. Great core. Really, really good core, actually. I think this, personally, was, like, one of the best built around Uber's cores. Well, like, building an Uber into a draft, like, a non-Uber's Mons that was done in this draft. So, shout out to Slackout. I think he did a really good job, actually, for making his lower tiers round out his Ubers, personally. He also has great mons like Diggersby, which I thought was actually really good, because obviously his Uber core can't really, besides Pheromosa, I should say, well, his defensive core can't really touch grounds, well, not grounds, can't really touch steals at all. So I think he did a really good job complementing that with mons like Pheromosa, Diggersby, etc. to make like anything that would wall out his Uber core or invalidate, well, his wall core or invalidate it, get fucked by his offense. So I think he did a really good job there personally. I love Moltres on Stall personally as well. I think it's really good. Arrow is really clean. His removal could be more desirable, but it's not bad. Like, it is there. Pheromosa pressures enough switches to definitely run rapid spin, in my opinion. Arrow and Moltres aren't awful defoggers. Skuntank isn't a bad defogger. Cloyster is there as well if he wants it. Because he has removal, just not great. Which is why, first up, we have our web setter. I have Papa Raguanid. It's also a really good Pharaoh check, actually, because a lot of Pharaoh's coverage doesn't really touch this. It's check, by the way. Because Pharaoh can still muscle pass. Pharaoh is actually really good, in my opinion, and I think it's really slept on. So I think that it's really shown. I think Slackout this season has proved why Pharaoh is really good by using, in my opinion, one of the better Pharaoh sets. But at the same time, it's one of the easier sets to prep for. But a lot of people, for some reason, don't prep for this set, which is why I think it's one of the better sets, being a Scarf Pheromosa. Now, I know that Slackout loves this set to death. He's killed 2 of my guys with it on my team, and I don't appreciate that. So I'm going to stick up for them, and I'm going to bully him. I'm going to bully him because I know he loves the set. So our team sort of is built around that this week. One of our options, we have Webs this week. Webs is a lot less mandatory, but it's there in case if one of my other mons later on dies. I have Webs, Leech Life, Liquidation, Toxic. Liquidation, Leech Life hits this team really fucking well, and Toxic's here for Giratina because I don't touch it. We can muscle pass because of the Eye of Papa Berry, things like Sylveon, for example. We can also actually, most likely, in most case scenarios, we actually also outstall Giratina. We have to get really lucky and we have to be at full to do it. But we can potentially outstall most Giratina builds, assuming most defensive Giratina builds, I should say. Something I learned as well in this game, so this is slight spoilers, but I wanted to cover it here. In prepping this, I did not actually know that Water Bubble stopped Will-O-Wisp. So that's cool. But it does that, so I totally meant to prep for it. You'll see, like, I was a little caught off guard by that, at least. So it does help a lot with non-toxic Giratinas, such as what my opponent brought. As I said, slight spoilers, but I do want to address it, that it does help with that. And I felt like I couldn't really address it without, like, giving it away, because I really only thought of it because of the game. So I didn't want to act like, oh, you know, I totally knew that, when it clearly would show in-game that I did not. Next up, this is the mon that I'm more so dependent on breaking through the Scarf Pheromosa, but Webs are at least a nice backup. We have Trick Room DIANCIE. With Grounding Z, I've Calm Mind, Moonblast, Earth Power, Trick Room. This set should legitimately claim 6 kills this game, unless he brings Steel Wing Moltres, which is literally the only way around this that his team has. I can muscle past AAron pretty comfortably, I would say, with this. I do guarantee I underpace it, which is huge. I underpace actually his whole team without webs up, assuming that I don't put up webs. I underpace his entire team with this. And yeah, no, it claims 6. I'm telling you right now, this mon could legitimately claim 6 kills if I let it. Yeah, no, it fucking destroys him. It should be pretty obvious why, but it does. And I decided, you know what, let's build around Z DIANCIE. Josh actually gave me the idea. I can't lie. Josh gave me the idea, and I was like, yeah, let's run with it. I love DIANCIE. In case you didn't know, DIANCIE is one of my favorite Pokemon. It's like literally right below Infernape, personally. And then right below that is Tangrowth. But I love DIANCIE. I fucking love it to death. It's so fucking great. I love it. Especially in Ubers Leagues. DIANCIE in Ubers Leagues is really slept on. And I fucking love it even more in Ubers Leagues. So the fact that we were able to get such a cheap DIANCIE and it's doing so much work this game alone will already have more than compensated for it. It would have compensated for like a 7 or 8 point DIANCIE, to be honest. But yeah, no, this is like by far a win con this game. I just gotta position it and not get toxic, and I win. That's all there is to it. If I don't get toxic, I win. Even if I get burned by like a Will-O-Wisp, or if I get Thunder Waves, or like whatever, as long as I don't get frozen or toxic, I win with DIANCIE. Assuming, again, no stealing Moltres. Stealing Moltres would be really AIDS, but even HPC like in Muscle Pass, just Steel Wing is really AIDS. Next up, we have Coma with Salic Berry. I have another possible win con. This is my final way. This is why I brought Webs as well, because this Webs in tandem with the Salic Berry Coma will get around Scarfaro. I have sub Belladrum Close Combat Dragonclaw with Salic Berry. I figure that this does also legitimately beat my opponent. Close Combat does a ton to Sylveon actually at +6, to where after Rocks, I believe it was like a 50% chance to kill, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I believe there's a 50% chance to kill. I do need the Webs up with Salic Berry with this spread to literally max speed will just outpace Pharaoh. So it is what it is, but I do need to run it. And yeah, this set does legitimately also claim 6, to be honest, but it is slightly more situational to set up. But if I did let it, this could just as equally claim 6 kills, which is specifically why I brought Webs, but I do need Webs up to do it. A couple issues, I guess, are priority, because priority does affect this a lot more than it does DIANCIE, which is why DIANCIE is my primary win con this game. Because Quick Attack and Top Out Ice Shard could be really aids for this, and also Fake Out Spam from Ambipom could be really aids, but none of those priority options, all of them together, could come, and they couldn't do shit to DIANCIE. Even after, like, a burn chip. It just could never win. But it could technically beat Como, especially because I would have to Salic Pop, and it would be at 25%, so it could easily get past me. Which is the one issue, but if no priority, I do claim 6. Simple enough. Next up, useless mod number 1 of 3, we have Lando. I brought it because I wanted to. Earth Power Sludge Wave featured Toxic. I brought it because I wanted to. Next up, useless mod number 2 out of 3, Lunala. Culver Variant with Roost, Moon Ice Beam, Focus Blast, Shock. I brought it because I wanted to. His Skuntank is 2 KO'd. It's legitimately a 2 KO'd if it's not AD, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong in that, but I'm pretty certain it was 2 KO'd. Culver does help me not get Pursuit Chat, though. It's Lunala. Finally, useless mod number 3 out of 3. We have Sword Dance Knockoff, Ice Shard, Look, Weavile. I didn't bring Crash, I felt like it wasn't needed. Knockoff's gonna do enough to Giratina. And Celebi's gonna take a lot from Knockoff as well. And like, Shard is gonna be used on everything else, let's face it. Look was there for Agon. As I said, useless mod number 3 out of 3. That's it. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Peace out, guys. Yo, what is going on, guys? You got your boy AAron2420 here, bringing you guys my AP Academy Week 6 game. We're taking on Slackout, coach of the Northern Weaviles, I believe. I forgot the name. I literally just looked it up. Yep, Northern Weasels. Close enough. Okay, so he brings... oh yeah, make sure Chica Dance right off that like button. I probably mentioned Team Builder, but he brings Giratina, Sylveon, Moltres. I knew the fucking Moltres would have to come. That's good I brought DIANCIE. Skuntank, knew that had to come as well. First week debut, but again, pretty obvious. Pheromosa and Mega Aggron. Aggronite with Filter. Okay. So, luckily I prepped very, very hard for this game. His only rocker is Aggron, which is good. He has Defog and Rapid Spin on like 4 mons though, so that's a little annoying to have to work around. However, my DIANCIE set should actually be able to claim like 2 kills for this team at least. I could always set up on the Giratina pretty easily. I can set up on the Skuntank pretty easily. I can set up on the Moltres pretty easily, assuming it's not HP Steel. Sylveon is also pretty easy to set up target. Hell, I can set up on pretty much every mon on this team actually. In terms of my lead, I think I'm gonna just lead off with the Landorus, to be honest. Lando's a pretty good lead, and against pretty much any lead that's led, I can U-turn. So I'm gonna do that, and then that'll be how I get into DIANCIE pretty freely. Because I don't want Aggron leading off, because if Aggron does lead off and I lead off with DIANCIE, that's pretty annoying. I need Trick Room to be up for Aggron to lead off. Either that or I need Webs up at least. So I will guarantee to pace it. That's why I have both options, because even if he got rid of Webs and it looked like I just couldn't set them, I do still have Trick Room as a possibility. So I figured that was pretty good. I don't know if I remembered to explain that in my team builder or not, but that's sort of something I came across during mocks today, that it's good to have both as possibilities. So Hestia comes out. Pretty obvious lead, I feel like, for him. Finlandia, that is his Sylveon. Okay. So Sylveon is the lead here. That is perfectly fine. As a pretty free U-turn here. I can scout for the Moonblast as well. Because if he has Moonblast, if he has Hyper Voice, then Como is at least not a bad switch in here. It's not a great switch in because he could have both, but it's not a bad one, at least for later on down the road. So, I should probably add in my sets damage calcs because I forgot to do that. But U-turn is still definitely my best play. So he's gonna stay in perfectly fine. I thought that I was U-turning out for a second. So let's see. So we took Life Orb, that's fine. Sylveon. How much would Hyper Voice do to DIANCIE? So even Hyper Voice would do a lot. I'd assume he's defensive, of course. Arachnid also would actually probably be my better switch in here. So I'm gonna go hard no Arachnid here. Because the Liquidation should actually do a fair amount to him. Perfect. So he does have Hyper Voice. Okay, so either he has both options, or he's an idiot and didn't prep for Soundproof Como, which either way I'm fine with. But it is something to keep in mind. I do want to figure out this thing's full moveset first before I worry about that, though. I'm gonna get up my... I'm gonna go for a Liquidation here, actually. Because it's really free, in all honesty. Like, the only one that switches in is Giratina, but I do go for Toxic on that stupidly easily. So I don't mind that at all. If he goes Aggron, I don't mind that. Acnologia, that is definitely Giratina. Yep, okay. I thought it was either Giratina or... Actually, it was really just Giratina, to be honest. This Liquidation goes off. Maybe we get a defense drop, but we're not going to do anything regardless. Okay, so he's leftovers. That is good to know. Sylveon was not. He also did around 60 to us with Sylveon, which leads me to believe he's just defensive, which is fine, but something to keep in mind. I'm going to go for Toxic here. He shouldn't be able to kill us because we are pretty defensive. Or at least we're pretty bulky. I wouldn't call us defensive. But Giratina shouldn't be able to kill us in any world. Even a Draco from like an offensive Giratina couldn't kill us. Will-O-Wisp, perfectly fine. Doesn't affect us. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that was actually a mechanic of Water Bubble, but I'll take that. That's actually fucking great. So if he only has Will-O-Wisp for status, we're actually immune to that? So, to be fair, I cannot blame my opponent at all for clicking that. I would have done the same exact thing if my only status was Will-O-Wisp. Because it's not something that you think of, to be honest. To be completely honest, that is the last thing I would have thought of. But that's good to know, though. Dragon Pulse goes off. That shouldn't do shit. We should be taking 2 of these. Okay, yeah, we can take another one easily and get put right into Eye Papa range. Which is good. That's actually very good for us. So we know he has Will-O-Wisp, Dragon Pulse. This might just literally become DIANCIE setup fodder. I am going to go for the Liquidation here real quick to try and get a defense drop. And because we do like double the damage with Liquidation anyway. In terms of Giratina's investment, he's definitely like really Fizz-Def to say the least. Because we're doing like jack shit with Liquidation. But I don't know how we were doing so little with Liquidation. Because that sort of role should not be possible. He's taking too little from that. Yeah, so I don't know how he got that sort of role, to be honest. Luckily, though, if he doesn't actually stay in here, no matter what he switches in at this point, because he's not Mega already for Aggron, he's going to take a ton of damage no matter what he brings in, which is actually really good for me. In terms of switch-ins, maybe, like, Sylveon would be the best one, but it would still take a third. And it still couldn't kill him with Hyper Voice. I would probably honestly just stay in, but if he doesn't have Rest, that could be very bad for him. In fact, actually, no matter what he brings in here, he's going to be fucked. This Arachnid's going to put in a ton of work. So, shoutouts to our useless goddess. This is the second game she's put in so much work in. First one was, like, versus... Wow, it was only, like, 4 weeks ago. Versus Dawn Fanatic. I remember his name was Jack, but I didn't want to, like, mix shit up. So, yeah, versus Dawn Fanatic, though. So, Shadow Ball goes off. That should definitely put us in Eye Papa. And then, sadly, Spidef drop, but it's fine. So, if he has Rest as his last move, that's actually really good for us. Because the fact that, obviously, with Rest, that does mean that he's not going to actually have a way to Sleep Talk. I don't know what his last move could be, but I mean, whatever it is, we can work around it. Let's see. So, my play honestly is just to liquidation it until he dies, or until he goes for Rest. I want the Rest to go off so I can make sure that I can actually get in my my DIANCIE for free. So he actually still couldn't kill us with a second one of those. At least most likely not, which is really, really good. So we're going to be able to essentially just muscle past this Giratina with Arachnid, which I do like a lot. As the Giratina goes down, that helps a ton with just late game. Because there's no status I need to worry about. It's just, everything's really simple. Also, if this is his defogger, which I don't think it is, I think he would have clicked defog by now. But I mean, I guess to be fair, like, I can see why he's not. But I feel like defog Willow dual stab is a little weird against my team. But I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. Regardless though, it doesn't seem like he can actually do much to us, which is really good. Whatever he brings in next, I don't think... I was going to say, I kind of want to bring in DIANCIE, but I don't think I can bring in DIANCIE next. Unless the Giratina is still alive, because then I get a free Trick Room up. But otherwise, I don't think I can actually bring it in next. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Because sadly, I couldn't... I mean, I guess I could set up for some Moltres, but I kind of want to be boosted. He's going to switch out here, perfectly fine. He's going to go into Finlandia. That is the Sylveon. Okay, so he's probably going to Wish into that. Okay, so we're going to go for the Liquidation. Maybe we can get a good roll here. Okay, so that's actually a pretty good roll. If we got the defense drop, that would have been huge, but we didn't. So that is fine. I'm honestly just going to go for another Liquidation. Because if he lets Sylveon get low, that's even better for us because of the fact that he can't Wish shit up later on in the game. So I would actually mind even less if Sylveon got low. So we already know a few things. One, Sylveon is not leftovers. Sindri. Okay. That's the AAron. Oh, fuck. Are you actually serious? Oh, that's so good for us. He's just letting his team take unnecessary damage for no reason. Yeah, like, that's just half on his Mega AAron gone. Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay. So, yeah, we're just gonna keep firing off Liquidations until he kills us. This is actually really fucking good for us, though. So, AAron... but pre-Mega. So that's a pretty Spidef Mega AAron, to say the least. The fact that I was able to get that kind of roll, like I could have maybe gotten it on a low roll, but even Fizz Def, I mean, the most he could hit, actually he could be max Fizz Def, but I could have gotten like a really good roll. Actually technically I'm max Fizz Def, but he could be like near max Fizz Def. Or he'd just be max Fizz Def, not plus nature. But he could hit like 243 at most in his Fizz Def. We'll find out here, I guess, though, because he is slower than us because of webs. So we'll be able to get a more definitive answer here now that he has Mega Evolved. Which will obviously do a lot less. But we do... Oh, that is definitely a defensive Mega AAron, or at least offensive. Well, not, like, it's definitely not Fizz Def, at least. Yeah, no, that is... Ooh. If we crit here, we kill. We shouldn't be able to kill otherwise, I don't think. Because he would be in red if he was killable, I think. Or I guess we crit. I was gonna say, I guess maybe we do, and then I saw the crit. So that's actually great. So Arachnid is already fucking popping off against this team. So that also means that we can save the Groundium on our DIANCIE for the Skuntank, which is actually huge for Lunala. So AAron is gone. Arachnid somehow lasted this long, but it does, to be fair, I mean the Pheromosa can get a free kill, which is unfortunate, but I can still play around that. That is not that big of a deal. Exodo, that's definitely the Pheromosa. Yep, okay, that is fine. So, we're gonna figure out this Pheromosa's item real quick. Based on what he locks himself into, will depend on what we go into. Luckily, he has no rocks up, which is good for us. Just in case, I'm gonna go for the Liquidation here, because it'll kill if he decides to set up. But I don't see why he would set up versus me. Because if he does set up, he's fucked. Because I just bring in something extra, pick it off of priority. So I don't see why that would be his play ever. But my guess is he's speed boosting. He might be attack boosting. Low kick. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why you click low kick. More power to him. So he's at least not a life orb. Okay, so my play here is definitely to go into Lunala. We do guarantee take a hit. Okay. So he is, yeah, he was plus speed. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, so I'm gonna go for a Moongeist Beam. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a Moongeist Beam. I don't really need to click anything else. Like, if he goes Skunting, that's fine. I just go hard DIANCIE on that. And then we start setting up for game. Because nothing at this point will even underpace us with Trick Room up. Well, Sylveon will, but that's pretty much dead. And it can't beat us 1v1 anyway. I could also potentially win with my Komodo late game as well, which is good. Leader. That is Skuntank. Yep, Skuntank. Okay, that is perfectly fine. Even if he's Pursuit, I won't care because it'll do 10% to me because my Colbert plus Shadow Shield. So I could care less about that. Actually, it'll do 20% because I'm switching out. But still, it won't do shit to me. Okay, that did a lot of damage. He's Black Sludge. Okay. So... Nala, Skuntank. How could he have taken that much? I'm not gonna lie. So he took around a quarter. So he's definitely bulky. He's just Spidef Black Sludge, I think. Yeah, that could just be Spidef Black Sludge. I can see it. Okay. So... I think my play is honestly just Focus Blast. And just see what he goes for. See if he clicks Pursuit or not. Because even if I stayed in, Pursuit would, after Shadow Shield and Colbert Pop, do 40. And we can still do a ton with Focus Blast. If we get a Spidef drop, we beat it next turn. Taunt! Oh, that is so good for us. That is so good for us. He's trying to Sucker Punch us. That's what he's trying to do. Okay, well, joke's on him. On this, I'm going to go into DIANCIE here. And if he goes for Pursuit now, that's fine. Okay, perfect. So far, he's going to click Sucker Punch here. That's the only reason to click Taunt. Yep, perfect. Let's go. Okay, bet. So we're going to set up a Trick Room right now. Actually, we're going to set up a Calm Mind first. Because I might even outpace this, depending on how slow it is. Because I'm not actually minus speed. I don't think I am, at least. Am I? Yeah, no, I forgot to put in 0 speed of these. So I might actually outpace this. Okay, that is good for us. That is so good for us. So now he's Taunt, Sucker Punch, and he is also Defog. He's gonna go for Taunt right now, which is fine. I don't overly care because I'm going to just kill this thing with +1. I'm actually gonna go for Trick Room just in case. Because if Moltres comes in here, that's really bad for me, actually. And it might actually come in here because of the fact that a ground move would be pretty obvious right now. He's going to go for Taunt. Okay, perfectly fine with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I should have probably brought Z Trick Room in hindsight just to get around a Taunt, but it's not the biggest deal in the world, in all honesty. Because he can't touch me regardless. So I'm going to pop off the Z move. If Moltres really comes in hard here, bravo to my opponent, but there's no way it does. And if anything else comes in here, it's taking a fair amount of damage. Even a resisted Mon would take a lot of damage, which I guess would be like Pheromosa. But I don't know why he'd just go hard Pheromosa. Kresnik. Okay, that's probably Moltres. Okay, well played my opponent. He scouted for Groundium. Well played. But, because I'm +1, how much do I do in Moltres? I still do a fair amount, actually. Holy shit. Stealing couldn't even kill me. Stealing actually might even be barely able to 2-KO me. So I'm gonna go for Moonblast here. That was a really good play on my opponent's part. He's gonna go for U-turn. Okay, so something is taking a +1 Moonblast, which I'm perfectly fine with that. So No matter what, something will probably actually die here. Pretty sure everything dies to a +1 Moonblast besides Moltres. Shoutouts to Dia. She's probably getting thumbnail this week. I love my girl Dia. But yeah, no, Skuntank would definitely die. At the very least, it would near die. Pheromosa would be fucked. Sylveon would be fucked. At least for 2 of these, for sure. And actually, I could use Sylveon to I can take advantage of Sylveon pretty easily. And then Giratina would be absolutely fucked. But this is really good for me, actually. DIANCIE should definitely claim a kill. If not, it'll claim a kill next turn. I do still have one more turn to taunt after this turn, which is unfortunate. But next turn I can take advantage of stuff. Oh, apparently someone who doesn't even follow me tried to claim my Crunchyroll guest pass that I was giving away. What the fuck? Imagine. So yeah, Sylveon comes in here. Moonblast is still gonna do a fair amount. Perfect. DIANCIE 1-0. Oh, so taunt actually ended. Alright, so great. If Skuntank doesn't come in here, I set up a Trick Room and go for game. Sylveon 0-1. Okay, so Sylveon is gone as well, which means that Como also actually has a really free chance to set up for game now. So I'll take that. That's actually really good for us. So let's see. I'm not sure what he would actually bring in here. He'd probably bring in Pheromosa. But I'm, again, not really sure. Yeah, it would probably have to be Pheromosa, but even then, like, I don't know if he'd kill. I don't think Pheromosa actually gets a steal move. Let me check. That's probably important to note. Pheromosa. Fuck, I gotta type it. Pheromosa, steal. Just HP steal. So that's not actually gonna do anything. So probably High Jump Kick would do more. Pheromosa. Oh no. Oh no. That does nothing. That does absolutely nothing. Even Adamant Life Orb High Jump Kick, which you know he's not Life Orb, doesn't kill. That's so sad. That's so sad. Even after the U-turn chip. Oh no. Oh no, sweetie. Oh no. Oh no. Poor thing. He's just gonna let me set up a Trick Room now? Oh my god, that's great. Because no matter what he goes for, it won't matter. Oh, that sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, no. I don't even know if that sucks, to be honest, because this could just claim a bunch of kills regardless. Like, I hope he knows that. I hope he knows that that probably didn't matter. I do just click Moonblast a bunch of times. Moonblast goes off. First Moonblast. Like, I don't think that mattered at all. Because even if it mattered, with specifically DIANCIE, I do still have a bunch of mons in the back that can claim kills. Okay, so he goes for Shadows. That's not gonna do shit. DIANCIE claims kill number 2. Ah, man, I remember when I told Josh, hey, you want to run Stupid this week? And he told me that that was what he specializes in. And then I brought Stupid, and it's now claimed 2 kills, and it will probably claim at least another. Maybe even 2 more. Because at the bare minimum, Moltres will lose this 1v1. It's only like you can take 1 Moonblast, let alone 2. Moltres. Okay, so my plan is actually to use Moltres to set up on. He cannot kill me no matter what. He would need to go for like a Steel Wing, and even then 2 Steel Wings might not kill. So my plan is to go for Calm Mind again. And he's gonna go for Flame. Oh no. Oh no. This might be game. Okay. So when it's last turn of Trick Room, I'm gonna go for a Moonblast. Main reason being is in case he goes hard out into something else. Like Pheromosa trying to click a High Jump Kick. Because he might do that. I think that's a pretty possible idea. So, we'll see. Because even if he's like Sash Pheromosa, I can bring in Weavile and Ice Shard it. So it's not that big of a deal. I did bring Weavile this game, right? Like, I'm not tweaking. I've prepped a lot of games this week, and I've brought a couple that don't have Ice Shard Weavile. Okay, yeah, I just click Ice Shard. So, I'm gonna go for a Moonblast here. If he tries to go hard out... Okay, so he doesn't try to go hard out. That's fine. We're at +3. And I can just go for Trick Room this turn, and then that will actually be game. So Moltres is just flamethrower U-turn. Okay. So he's also leftovers. I forgot about that. I gotta mark down. Leftovers. Oh, wait, no. I just never chipped this thing before. So Trick Room goes off, and then I just click Moonblast 4 times. And that should be game. Okay. So yeah, I mean, DIANCIE, I think, just clean. Crit, doesn't matter. That could not have mattered less. Because he just dies to Moonblast. Damn, shoutouts to DIANCIE. DIANCIE's actually the GOAT. As if I mentioned this, I think, a few times on my channel, but DIANCIE's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I'm not gonna lie, it sort of became my favorite Pokemon after BBL Season 1, when I used it to take on an Excadrill. I will never forget that game. It's one of my favorites still to this day. Shoutouts to the boy, Ashley. But DIANCIE's one of my favorite mons, so when I get to sweep with a mon, I thoroughly enjoy it. It's really fun, I'm not gonna lie. It's a fun day. Especially in an Ubers League, the fact that DIANCIE, this is now my second Ubers League that DIANCIE is doing shit in. Even if it's just one game, it still is one nonetheless. So, yeah. So I just click Earth Power here. Oh, wait, hold on. Does Skuntank die? I want to see if Skuntank just dies to a Moonblast. I do 85 min. Okay, Moonblast. Sucker Punch goes off, won't matter. So Skuntank should also be dead, because I know it's not like AV or anything. I know it's not like Focus Band or anything. Okay, so the game literally claws onto Pheromosa now. But as I said, there is still one turn of Trick Room up at least. So I go for Moonblast. If he has Protect on this Pheromosa, if he has Protect, that is extremely well played for this sort of scenario. Oh, no, I have 2 turns. Okay, so it won't even matter. It will not even matter. Okay, I would say if he had Protect, maybe if he gets like a double Protect, that'd be fucking flames if he does it, I'm not gonna lie. But there should be like no reason for it. My guess is he's Sash or Scarfed. Like, I know he loves fucking Scarf Pheromosa. It's like his bread and butter. He's beaten 2 of my guys with it. Okay, so yep, we kill. Perfect. Okay, I'll take that. So, finally, we're off of our fucking losing streak. We've been on a bad losing streak for a while. So, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you enjoyed, leave a like down below. One like, you know what? Leave a like down below or Die is gonna you. Don't test her, she will. She won that game, she will boo-boo DESU you if you don't leave a like. I'll see you guys in the next one though. Peace out, guys.